Hello everyone, welcome back to the Unbeatable Energy channel, and I'm Steve Rivers. A couple of videos ago I was looking at the 4-beat roll, and we looked at applying a 4-beat roll into one of my favourite phrases and sort of sequence of phrases that I like to do if I'm, say, doing a solo in a rhythm like Casa. This time we are going to look at a 5-beat roll, and I'm actually specifically looking at an exercise that my amazing teacher Sidiki Dembélé showed me when I was staying in Abidjan in the Ivory Coast in October. If you haven't heard of Sidiki Dembélé, check him out. The guy is absolutely amazing. And he's a multi-instrumentalist, he's a griot, he was born into music, an amazing guy. Check out his channel. So, this is what Sidiki showed me, and this is what we're going to look at today. So it's going to go. Like that. So that's what we're going to look at. So we basically got this 5-beat roll. Now, I'll tell you something I want to mention, what I really love about doing these videos. There's actually something else I want to say. I want to thank the people who have been subscribing to my channel, leaving such amazing comments, and quite obviously putting the time into having a look at these videos. I really hope that they are useful and they really help you with your development. I myself, same time as doing these videos, what I really find I love about doing them is that it really helps me with my own practice. It really helps me to focus with exercises when I'm doing practice on the djembe on my own. Sometimes I think in the past without it, I'd find practicing on my own, I'd meander, I'd go here and there, but in the process, for example, doing these rolls, my practice has been working on these rolls, so that obviously when I come to the video, I make sure that I've got things which are absolutely clear. And to be honest, you probably notice sometimes I don't quite get it absolutely spot on, but I try my best. And the other thing I really love about this whole project of Gone on Rolls is that it really forces me to sort of analyze and understand what that roll is. Sometimes when you hear a roll, when you just sort of hear this fill, you can almost be just sort of guessing and thinking, oh, is that 3, is that 4, maybe I'll squash in 5. And it's really important to be mindful of what you're actually doing. You know, how many beats are you going to make for this roll, how many beats are you going to make for that roll. It does become really important. That way you're able to just approach these things just with accuracy, and it just makes it, you know, smooth, and you're playing it with ease. And that exercise I've just shown you is one of those. Is that what I really love about it is that where you got the place where you got the roll is, I find it rather hard to believe that it is 5 beats. It feels like more, and there's something which is some sort of tension between these kind of these single slap strokes either side and then going into the cluster. So anyway, let's go back to this exercise that Sidiki Dembélé showed me. And I think what we're going to do first of all is I'm just going to recap. This is what it is again. And the first thing we need to do is we're going to just do an exercise where we're just going to look at the roll, okay? So 5 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dabba dabba da, give a dog a bone, or kitty kitty key, okay? Kitty kitty key, kitty kitty key, okay? So let's just do that. Let's just go. Let's do it again. 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 Okay? Right, next thing, I'm doing it my comfortable way. I'm doing it with my lead hand, but it's really important we get into this exercise that we get equal strength doing it, starting it with the other hand. So let's do a few of those. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Really make sure, by the way, that passive hand that you have, we want to make sure that it's really assertive. Sometimes it doesn't lift very high. Sometimes because it's just not used to it. We often have a really, really big lift with the lead hand, but this, sometimes it sort of doesn't really lift and it just sort of hangs around by the drum. But we want to get a nice lift so it's really assertive. Let's do it again. Let's go slower. Let's go slower. Let's go slower. There you go. Right. Next bit is we're going to do it one way and then we're going to do it the other way. And that is something I really advise you to linger at. Okay, really, really linger and just stay with that so you really feel that you've got the strength because it will be important later on. Let's go. That's one way. Here's the other way. How about that? I'm going to get a pulse, okay? We're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other way. Other way. This. That way. This way. That way. All right, so let's shorten the space in between now, just so that it really gets us into some kind of motor memory. It feels just as easy from this side as it goes from this side. Slightly up tempo. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to put our focus on these single slaps which are played around this 5-beat roll phrase. And these single slaps are quaver triplets. Okay, so basically they come in straight after this roll. So what I'm going to do a skeleton version of the exercise. And basically, where I put the tone, that's where the roll is going to be. And then I'm just going to show where the slaps are placed. So if I'm going to just be mindful, when I sort of break these apart, I just need to be mindful of what I'm doing. Okay, so that's fine. So we're basically going to go like this. It's going to go, if I start on my right hand here, if I go with a tone there, you notice that that slap was coming in on the other hand. Okay, so that's coming in on my right with a tone, that's where the roll is going to be. My left is going to come in with those slaps. So it's going to go like, and then it's got to be in reverse. Okay, so right, left, 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 right. Like that. Let's do it one more time. Tune, slap, 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 tune, slap. Okay. Now, you're going to go to that and you're going to get practice being comfortable with that. You are going to go back to just the rolls and isolating the rolls so that you can feel really comfortable with reverse. Okay. For example, that's one exercise. Okay. And the other exercise. So now, there's no way of getting away from it. We're going to now apply, we're going to combine the two together. Okay? So we basically, let's say if we go at this speed, I will go at a slower speed later on, which also in itself but does become rather interesting. So we're going to go. Do you see what I mean? It very much feels as though they're kind of quite squashed, aren't they? So you can start to hear this. It's one of the challenges when you're playing this is trying to make sure that that slap kicks in just after you got that 5-beat roll. Okay, because it very much feels as though this roll is really being squashed in, but it really needs to be marked by the slaps either side. And if you slightly delay it, you can just lose that kind of consistency. So as I said, I'm going to go slow, but the same thing, even I'm now going slow, I've got to sort of really think about those triplet slaps and how they're placed with the rolls. I've got to really kick in just afterwards. And even slower. Could I go even slower? Okay, so this is something I suppose I'm actively practicing in the minute, and for me, when I'm getting those tones, I am always finding my kind of thing I'm already quite on at the minute is just trying to make that one sort of just as smooth as that one there. It's just about where that right is placed. Now, to be honest, this is really as far as we go with this video. We're going to look at another video where we're going to apply this, but there's no point in going on further and sort of seeing how we can incorporate this into some kind of solo unless this just gets kind of really, really nice and clean. Okay, so I'm going to do it one more time and then we will just call it a wrap for today. So here we go. So let's just bring in my jingles and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's a bit of fun, isn't it? So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson so far. Okay, I will be coming back to this in a couple of videos time, and I'm going to look at incorporating this into a sort of some kind of a solo sequence. So if you enjoyed this so far, could I also just mention thank you again for the people who've been subscribing to this channel and watching my videos and leaving the comments. Is really appreciated. If you haven't done so, like this video and subscribe to the channel to get more of these helpful djembe teaching videos. And if you want to make it a special like, really saying thank you, there is also a link where you can make a donation. It's my Buy Me a Coffee link. It's at the bottom of the description in this video. So if you want to make a little donation, which will help me develop these videos and possibly improve some of my recording equipment in the long run, that'd be really appreciated. Thank you ever so much, guys. See you next time.